In the example from earlier about the mother having dark thoughts, she considered that if she were dead, everything would be easier. But this does not mean that she was planning on committing suicide or that she was saying, I'm going to go out of here and I'm going to kill myself. And so in that example, we're not in an emergency situation, nor in a situation where the person is in danger. The crucial skills for this type of conflict of values is to truly distinguish between, on the one hand, the unconditional acceptance of the person's feelings, thoughts, and experiences, and on the other hand, be able to evaluate violent and destructive behavior toward either the child, the spouse, or the person themselves. And even while you're making this evaluation, still consider and acknowledge the suffering, exhaustion, and feelings of powerlessness that are behind these actions. If you can join the person and really accompany them in their experiences, that's what will allow them to eventually bounce back, find other possibilities, reopen possibilities. Because by the time a person comes to therapy, they have already been ruminating about these things for days, weeks, months even, maybe years. And so they're stuck in a way of thinking that is totally frozen. They can't see reality in any other way. The person has no more creativity to search for other solutions, and that's why they come to therapy. It's a way of searching for solutions. And so somewhere that person is already open to changing. They're coming for help, and that's a really positive sign. If they come to therapy, that doesn't mean everything will get better, but in the meantime, that's already a first solution that's not hitting your kids or committing suicide. Now, most of what we've talked about so far, empathy, unconditional positive regard, congruence, requires and is part of a good therapeutic relationship. And for any type of therapeutic relationship, it's essential that the therapist be supervised sometimes, because it's not easy to identify precisely what's going on within yourself. Trying to figure out why something is not working for you or for the client is difficult. It could lead to frustrations or to feeling like you're in a vicious circle where you both feel like no progress is being made and you become more and more frustrated. In this type of situation, clinical supervisions or case staffings with colleagues can be really useful to have an external view. And this is something that most therapists do need at some points. It's rare to have that ability to look within yourself and identify what's going on with you and what's going on in your relationship with the client as well, to be able to potentially work on yourself, a form of personal therapy. This involves understanding where you're at and taking care of yourself, because to be effective as a therapist and to foster a good understanding of yourself, you have to not only work on a personal form of therapy, but also take care of yourself on a daily basis. This involves taking time off, having hobbies, doing things that you like, sharing joyful moments. Everyone has their own moments of relaxation and respite. In the cycle of care, when we invest ourselves in helping people that are greatly suffering, when we get attached to them and invest ourselves in these relationships, which can break apart as well, it's really important to take care of ourselves to balance this emotional, cognitive, and motivational investment. It's essential to be able to take care of yourself as well. After all, if parents have to take care of themselves, therapists and practitioners must do so as well.